are ready, gents. Here we go from Daytona. There's the command to fire the engines. We are ready for the Daytona 500. It'll be 30 laps around this 2.5 mile oval. It'll be Brad Keselowski and Chris Buescher on the front row, Michael McDowell and Erik Jones behind them, Justin Haley and Joey Logano line up in row number 3. Another storyline, Cody Ware qualifying 12th in a Rick Ware car. That's a good run for him. Brad Keselowski, the way he was in the duel, he's probably the favorite to win the Daytona 500, especially after a struggle last year, but RFK looked really fast in those duels. Expect them to be one of the teams to beat. Over the course of the 36 race season, the pace car leads them into the tri-oval, pulling down into pit road. The pace car pulls in. And the green flag is in the air. The Daytona 500 is underway. 40 cars go down the tri-oval. As they work their way into turn number 1, Brad Keselowski able to jump out to an early lead. That inside line got moving there early. Michael McDowell up into second now, leading Justin Haley and Ty Dillon, who went from 8th to 4th in turns 1 and 2. Now as Brad Keselowski leads them down the back straightaway. See all 40 cars there now as they work their way into turns 3 and 4. Off of turn number 4, Brad Keselowski with the lead. Justin Haley and Michael McDowell are side by side for second now as they come on to the front straightaway. Across the tri-oval, Brad Keselowski will lead lap number 1. Justin Haley currently sits in second with Michael McDowell, but here comes a big push. McDowell all the way up the racetrack. Ty Dillon up into third in the 77. Brad Keselowski hangs on to the lead, and Chris Buescher has dropped like a rock to start the race from 2nd to 7th. Just in the first lap, as you see, Joey Logano is going to be the leader of that inside line. Most guys hanging on the outside. Take a look. Not a good run for Jimmy Johnson to start his NASCAR career rerun back. You got Travis Pastrana in the 67 there. And to complete lap number 2, Ty Dillon's going to make a look to the inside, trying to take second from Justin Haley. Brad Keselowski will lead the lap as they're side by side for second with Justin Haley and Ty Dillon now, as Ty Dillon doesn't have a ton of help. Michael McDowell's going to get up to the bumper, the 31. Can he push him back up into second? Another story to watch is if Denny Hamlin and Ross Chastain can fight back after a slow start in the duels. McDowell did give Haley the push up in a second. Ty Dillon stuck in the middle of some 3 wide there as they're going to complete lap number 3. Brad Keselowski still holds the lead, but Justin Haley is right on his bumper. Chase Elliott cracks the top 10 in the 9th on that lap, or 10th. They're single file for the lead, and look how tight the pack is behind them. This might not end well for these guys. They're 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3 by 3. As they come down the back straightaway on lap number 4, Joey Logano takes a look to the inside of Justin Haley, trying to steal second now as they come into turn number 3 and 4. Can you stop doing that, Lucas? Thank you. Off of turn number 4, Joey Logano almost able to clear the 31 now as they come back into the tri-oval. He's going to get a push from the 43 of Erik Jones, and he is going to be able to clear him. Now Erik Jones wants second. He's not done yet. Here comes a big push. The Chevys working their way to the front together. It's the Chevys of Erik Jones, Daniel Suarez, and Chase Elliott moving up that inside line. Here come the Chevys on the inside. Oh, and we're going to get trouble. That's Chris Buescher. Around goes the 17. Multiple cars spinning. That's Greg Biffle, Corey LaJoie. Don't know what happened because Chris Buescher, did he save that? Did Chris Buescher really just save that? If Chris Buescher just saved that, that might be the greatest save in NASCAR history. Did Chris Buescher really just save that? You gotta take another look at this one. He got turned by the 21. And what a save by Chris Buescher. And then it's all chaos behind him. Kyle Larson's in it. Ricky Stenhouse is in it. Corey LaJoie, Greg Biffle. Denny Hamlin was a little bit slow. We'll go on board with the 7 of Corey LaJoie. He was involved in this wreck. Might be done. Nope, no we're not. Hi, Mom! Whenever I try to fast forward. Alright, there we go. Why is my game being so laggy right now? Hi! On board with Corey LaJoie. Ah, right in front of him. Nowhere to go. Can't see through the smoke. He hits Kyle Larson. Gets hit from behind right there. And then right there hits the 44 of Greg Biffle, who came right in front of him. Kyle Larson has the most damage in this one. We'll go on board with him. A middle-sized wreck here on the first lap, on the first few laps at Daytona. What? Okay. So you see Larson spinning around, almost upside down. Yeah, I'm doing a race in the computer. Take another look at this one. A near flip for Kyle Larson. Take a look at it again. Right there. The 33 of Austin Hill almost hit Kyle Larson, then one more on board. We'll go back to green flag racing, and I don't think Jimmy Johnson was in this. He was so far behind. Jimmy Johnson way off the pace. You'd have to be like a horrible to not avoid that wreck. On board with Austin Hill, who almost hit Kyle Larson. You can see the smoke right there. He can't see, he still can't see. Great wreck avoidance there. That was really close. We'll take a little bit of damage, and I never noticed that Denny Hamlin was spinning. We can go back and see what happened to Denny Hamlin here. I think he was like a last second addition to this wreck. Oh, he got turned by Ty Gibbs trying to get through. And we are under the caution. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cars out of the race here early. Don't know how Jimmy Johnson got out of the race, but he is anyways. I didn't see him in the wreck unless he did somehow end up in the wreck. Go back and see a look and see what happened to Jimmy. Unfortunate end to his short Daytona 500. Oh, he just retired coming down the pits. They were pitting under caution. Here's the wreck right here. No, that's leftover smoke. But very slow Jimmy Johnson car. Here is a look at the wreck, his view. He got a little bit of damage. You can see how off the pace he really was. Just nowhere to go. Right? No, not there. I don't see where he got damage. I don't see how he got all that damage. Because he did have a beat-up car, for the most part. Or a little bit beat up. Did it happen here, with all these slow cars? Oh yeah, Harrison Burton just brake checked them. There was still a car in the track, it looked like. Right there. They were slowing down for, it appears, William Byron was blowing an engine. So 34 cars remain in the field. Brad Keselowski is the race leader. What, Mom? What?
Did you pack that?
Yes, I did pack everything. Yep.
Ethan's bag is up here, mine's down there.
Yeah, Luke, it wouldn't all fit. Lap 8 out of 30.
What? Cinnamon Toast Crunch?
And the pace car lights are off. We're going to restart on lap number 10. It'll be our first restart of the day. They're going to restart single file. Brad Keselowski and Joey Logano up front, then Daniel Suarez, Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell, Kevin Harvick, Austin Cindric, Martin Truex, Todd Gilliland, and Bubba Wallace round out the top 10. Don't know what happened to Ty Dillon. He's back in 13th as the green flag is back out in the air. Lap number 10 of 30. There goes Chase Elliott immediately going to the inside of Daniel Suarez. Side by side for third, Chase Elliott's going to get a huge run here. Suarez has no help on the top. Chase Elliott, a solid super speedway racer. He's won at Talladega once. Of course, Brad Keselowski and Logano, the Fords always run well on the super speedways. See Martin Truex coming into the picture, Todd Gilliland, Bubba Wallace, Eric Jones, of course, still up near the front. Logano's going to try to make it side by side. Brad Keselowski's won every lap. Logano's trying to end that streak. It's not going to happen this lap, though. Here comes a big push from Chase Elliott. Keselowski doesn't have much help. Everyone's on the inside. He's about to get freight trained. Here comes the freight train on Brad Keselowski. Logano to the lead. Chase Elliott, Michael McDowell, Kevin Harvick. They're all shoving their way past Brad Keselowski. Will Chase Elliott make a move on Joey Logano, or is he going to keep pushing him down the back straightaway? Brad is still dropping back now. Will he get help from Suarez? No, he's stuck up on the top all on his own. He's still losing spots. So you see a lot of cars off the pace because a lot of cars damaged in that wreck. To come back into turn number 1, Chase Elliott still right on the bumper of Joey Logano. There he goes. He's going to take a look to the inside. Chase Elliott looking for the lead here. Travis Pastrana is still in the race, it looks like. The 67 is in 29th, so a decent run for him in his first NASCAR start. As Joey Logano is going to lead his second lap of the day, Michael McDowell and Chase Elliott battling it out for second. Keselowski back in the 7th position right now. As they go into turn number 1 once again. It's Elliott and Logano. Chase Elliott going back down to the inside. He's going to make it side by side for the lead. McDowell is there with them. But Chase Elliott is side by side. McDowell's going to choose the inside. No help for Logano right now. You see Truex moving around trying to push Kevin Harvick. But Chase Elliott to the lead now. But Michael McDowell immediately looks to the inside. McDowell wants the lead. As they cross the stripe, Chase Elliott leads the lap. Michael McDowell won a Daytona 500 before. Would like to make it 2 to start the year off. So they work their way off of turn number 2 now down to the back straightaway. You've got a pack of about 20 cars. And you got a couple guys off the pace back there. There's not much of a mini pack. See big damage. Corey LaJoie still in this. Denny Hamlin trying to get something going. His hood's off too. Everyone's kind of doing their own thing back here. And then you get the big pack up front. as Chase Elliott still leading across the tri-oval. At the halfway mark of the race, Chase Elliott's the leader. Joey Logano follows him in second. As now Logano takes a peek to the inside, trying to get the lead back. Both of them don't have much help. As they come down the back straightaway, you see Brad Keselowski leading that inside line. He's going to get a big push here from Bubba Wallace. Now Wallace is going to hang him to dry. Now Daniel Suarez takes a peek to the inside. Suarez is going to get under Logano for second now. Daniel Suarez, one career win at Sonoma. As now our first pit stops of the day come at the halfway mark of the race, so most likely a one-stop race. So the race leader now is Joey Logano after some guys come down pit road. And now this is where if they don't get a caution, the race can get kind of spaced out. See, not many come down pit road. About 5 or 6 came down pit road. We'll see if pitting early is the right way to go. Chase Elliott started 14th, had the lead for a bit there. I'm guessing everyone else will follow them down pit road. As you see Logano coming off turn number 4. And there they are. They're coming down pit road as Chase Elliott comes off. Will he be able to get around the track and get back to Logano by the time they get off pit road? Good pit stop for Chase Elliott. He was the first one in that group of cars to get off the pits. By quite a bit. Ahead of Bubba Wallace. There's Harvick. He still stayed out. He's going to put all these guys a lap down. Kevin Harvick stayed out on the track. He's going to put Chase Elliott. Not going to be able to put Chase Elliott a lap down, it doesn't look like, but he might. Yes, he will. Kevin Harvick will probably pit this time around. But waiting to the end, the strategy game for Kevin Harvick might be the right way to go. As Logano's already off the pits, I don't think Chase is going to get him. Here comes Chase Elliott now with Eric Jones right on behind him. These are the guys that still haven't pit. Eric Jones, Christopher Bell, they're all going to put him a lap down. Now Chase is in a pack catching up to these guys too. So I think Chase is going to be able to easily get by Logano here. Now he's in that little pack of cars. Logano's still only going 170, but Chase Elliott going to hit 200 coming down the back straightaway. Now Logano's up to speed. The question is, can he get in line with that pack before they freight train him? He's going to get a little bit of a tandem move going with Truex. I think he's going to be able to. So Logano beats Elliott off the pits. Still refusing to pit are some of these guys. Elliott's a lap down. Most likely not for long, but some guys refusing to pit. As one of those guys is Martin Truex, the other one Eric Jones. Anyone in this pack except for Elliott and Logano. And a couple others I believe have not pit. Now if you get a caution and you haven't pit yet, that's huge. But if you go down pit road and get a caution, that's not. As you see, I think Truex is planning on coming in because he's really holding up the rest of the field. No, he's not. It's Corey LaJoie. That car... Okay. Okay. Okay, what time is it right now? Okay. Okay. See if Chase Elliott can get back up to the front now with 10 laps to go. I think that could have killed him there, as Joey Logano technically is the race leader once these guys come down pit road. The question is, when will it be and if? There's a small chance that these guys try to stretch it to the end. There goes Blaney and Chastain. And a couple others behind them. Kyle Busch still hasn't pit either. In his new ride, the 8, he's in 12th. Chase is going to gain a couple more spots. The race leader is being scored as Christopher Bell, with Eric Jones right behind him being scored as second. One caution so far today, most likely not done yet though. A big push from Harvick now. But here comes Christopher Bell down pit road. He's bringing Eric Jones with him. And now, I think the only other car that needs to pit is Chase Briscoe, who is now being scored as the leader. Chase Briscoe, the last guy that needs to pit. I know.
I'll be right back.
Okay. Almirola in second, and that's everyone. Coming off the pits is Harrison Burton. And now your race leader is Chase Briscoe currently. As Corey LaJoie is really off the pace, and we're going to get trouble. This could be the second caution of the day. Big trouble, and Chase Elliott's in it. Chase Elliott had a chance to win, and Truex is upside down on his roof. Chase Elliott had a good shot to win it and got caught up due to lap traffic, and that hood does not look good for that 9 car of Chase Elliott. His day is probably over. I don't know what Corey LaJoie thought he was doing. He got right in the way of everyone, and then everyone just came up the track and then nowhere to go for the 9. Here's where it all started. Everyone was trying to swerve to avoid the slow car. LaJoie should have moved over. And right there. Then right up in front of traffic, then it's all over. A big hit for Ty Gibbs. Huge hit for Chase Elliott. And then Truex upside down on the curb. Go on board with Chase Elliott. That was a hard hit for that 9 car. His viewpoint, you can't really see much over all these cars. You can see those cars there, and all you got to do is right here, nowhere to go. Man, that's a huge hit. Ty Gibbs came down at the last second, but if we take another look at this frame by frame, he hit Ty Gibbs at 175 miles an hour about. Right there, 172. It's a hard hit for the 9.
You still doing the race, Ethan?
Yeah. So Chase Elliott's out of the race after a big crash. As now it looks like only less than 30 cars are on the track. These guys are all lining up for the pace car, waiting for the pace car to loop back around. I don't know, we might be done with green flag laps for this race. Due to that yellow flag issue, only 13 cars on the lead lap. Horrible time for a caution. As we're going to have 4 laps to go when we go back to the green flag. Only 13 cars really have a shot to win it. Those are the only guys on the lead lap. It's Briscoe, Haley, Reddick, Bowman. See, these guys are all lapped down too. So really Briscoe and Haley are really the only guys with a shot. But 4 laps to go from Daytona. Coming into turn number 1. You see the next car on the lead lap, Ryan Blaney, all the way back here. Almirola in 4th. Everyone else is just there, a lap down. So it's going to most likely be Briscoe, Haley, or Reddick as they come into turns 3 and 4. Reddick already starting to lose him a little bit. Haley is going to look up the inside now, trying to take the lead away from Chase Briscoe. See, so many cars off the pace. Only 29 cars are going to finish the race. And news just came in that Jimmy Johnson is going to be a full-time driver. Side by side for the lead with 3 laps to go. Logano's not going for the lead. He's just there. Lap traffic. And lap traffic could potentially kill one of these drivers' races. Still side by side for the lead with 2 laps to go now, next time by. Side by side for the lead. Big push coming from Logano, the lap car. Can Reddick get behind Bubba Wallace? As this is gonna kill Justin Haley's race as Haley moves to the top now. Briscoe's on his back bumper, but he can't duck to the inside because all those lap cars are there. Through 1 and 2. Would be a lap and a half to go when they come onto the back straightaway. Tyler Reddick really the only other car with even a slight chance at this. So there's a good chance we'll get a first-time winner in Justin Haley as a full-time driver. He has one as a part-time driver at this track. Coming into turns 3 and 4, the white flag will be in the air. It looks like Justin Haley is going to be your Daytona 500 champion as Chase Briscoe having trouble catching up to that back bumper. Briscoe thought about pulling down. He might have a better chance on that inside line. Here comes a shove from Daniel Suarez. Will it be enough to get him to that back bumper? It's gonna be, but that lap traffic down low is gonna be a problem. He's gonna have to do it around the top. Oh, he's gonna lose his help. So is Haley, though. Here comes Chase Briscoe down the back straightaway. Will he have a chance at Justin Haley trying to win the Daytona 500? Lap traffic's going to get in the way. Justin Haley through turns 3 and 4. The 31 of Justin Haley. Down into the tribal, and Justin Haley is a Daytona 500 champion, winning the Daytona 500 and the first race of the season. The favorite to win, Brad Keselowski, finishes 30th. Jimmy Johnson scored with 35th. As the Daytona 500 comes to an end, Justin Haley is your winner. Next week, the NASCAR Cup Series goes to Auto Club.
Ethan, some guy in his video mentioned our YouTube channel in it. It's like Cam Spinner Team 31 NASCAR Stop Motion Shoutouts.
Really?
Look at the video, it's in there.
Alright, hang on.
It's in notifications.
Next week, we go to Auto Club Speedway for the Paula Casino 400. We'll see you there.